The Squirrel Who Stole a Spaceship. Deep in a vast forest filled with towering oak trees lived a squirrel unlike any other. While other squirrels spent their days gathering acorns and building nests, this squirrel loved inventing things. Every day, it collected shiny objects, old machine parts, and mysterious gadgets that had fallen from passing campers. Its treehouse was packed with gears, springs, blinking lights, and strange machines. One clear night, while gazing at the stars, the squirrel spotted something extraordinary. A bright silver object streaked across the sky and crashed beyond the forest. Curiosity sparked immediately. The squirrel grabbed a backpack full of tools and raced toward the crash site. Hidden in a clearing was a spaceship. The spacecraft was sleek and silver, covered with glowing blue symbols. Nearby, 3 tiny aliens were busy repairing a damaged engine. The squirrel watched from behind a bush. The aliens seemed friendly, but the squirrel was fascinated by the spaceship. It had always dreamed of exploring space. As the aliens searched for replacement parts, the squirrel quietly climbed aboard. Inside were flashing controls, floating screens, and buttons of every shape and color. The squirrel couldn't resist. It pressed one, then another, then a large glowing button. Suddenly the doors slammed shut. The engines roared to life. Before anyone could stop it, the spaceship blasted into the sky. The squirrel squeaked in surprise. The aliens stared upward in shock as their spacecraft disappeared among the stars. Inside the ship, lights flashed everywhere. The squirrel tumbled across the cabin as the spaceship accelerated through space. At first, panic took over. But after a while, curiosity returned. The ship's computer displayed colorful maps and strange planets. Soon the squirrel discovered how to steer. The accidental space adventure had begun. The spaceship traveled through sparkling nebulae, around giant rings of ice, and past planets covered in glowing forests. On one world, floating jellyfish drifted through the sky. On another, crystal mountains sang musical notes whenever the wind blew. The squirrel filled a notebook with sketches of everything it saw. Warning alarms sounded. The ship's energy core was running low. Without power, the spaceship would become stranded far from home. Searching the navigation system, the squirrel found the nearest source of energy. A giant blue star crystal floating inside an asteroid field. Reaching it would not be easy. Massive rocks tumbled through space in every direction. Carefully, the squirrel guided the ship between the spinning asteroids. The journey was dangerous. Several times, giant boulders nearly collided with the spacecraft. Using quick thinking and fast reflexes, the squirrel finally reached the crystal. The ship absorbed its energy and powered up once again. Just as the squirrel celebrated, another ship appeared. It was the aliens. They had tracked their missing spacecraft across the galaxy. The squirrel expected them to be angry. Instead, the aliens listened to the entire story. They laughed when they heard about the accidental launch. Then they looked through the notebook filled with sketches of planets and discoveries. The aliens were impressed. Even they had never visited some of those places. Realizing the squirrel's talent for exploration, they made an offer. Rather than punishing the squirrel, they invited it to become an official space explorer. The squirrel eagerly agreed. Together, they returned to the forest. The spaceship landed beside the treehouse. From that day forward, the squirrel spent part of each year exploring distant galaxies with its alien friends. Whenever it returned home, it shared stories of singing mountains, floating creatures, and incredible worlds beyond the stars. And every night, while looking up at the sky, the squirrel smiled. The stars no longer seemed far away. They felt like home. Space and P.